I thought at least that the game was at home.
All right, welcome out here on Snow TV as we get set for
And I'll see
kickoff
about this.
here on this sunny afternoon. We have Snow College versus Colorado Northwestern Community College. And we look to get things ready here. And so for this game, this is the third matchup of the season between these two teams as Snow was able to win on
No, I have one right here.
the Snow was able to win on the first two games, 5-1 and 3-1. Both those games played on Colorado Northwestern Community College's home field. And so now Snow returns home again looking for a third victory.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
And so things start off early. I'm Jacob Bateman, joined along with Gary Chittister, here to bring you this matchup this afternoon.
Well, Jacob, if it's anything going to be anything like the women's game, expect to see maybe a little bit of a lopsided affair. But the previous time these two teams met, it was fairly close. They played pretty close most of the way.
Yes, they did. Both teams able to score in both matchups. So as we get a shot coming one way, here comes Snow College running the other way.
Badgers set it up, bring it across the midfield line.
Miguel Rigoza loses the ball there. He was looking for a call, but
It looked like a little bit of misunderstanding there with two teammates, too. A couple of the Badgers not on the same page.
and I think Snow's looking to snap a three-game losing streak that they're going through right now as they went down to and played College of Southern Nevada recently and coming away from there with two losses, both close, but not able to pull out the victories.
Well, the Badgers take a couple of shots there on goal, but both of them blocked. Now getting loose and coming up with the score is Gabriel Aguilar, I believe, wasn't it?
Yes, that was, and he just wasn't giving up on that play. He kept getting the ball batted back at him, but able to finally squeak his way past the defenders and get the first goal early on for Snow College.
Well, that happened really quick, and now number 15, Miguel Regosa, and Felipe Novelli for the Badgers, trying to get back on the same page there and talk about things now that they have a break. Unusual strategy there is CNCC starts with the ball, and immediately they retreat back into their own side of the field.
And which just leads to Snow College being able to gain possession back again. In for goalie for Snow College is Justin Jones. We've seen some spectacular saves from him throughout this season. We'll see what he can muster up today as Snow's running the sideline. And another.
Oh, my goodness. What a job by Felipe Novelli to come down the sidelines and outrun everybody and get to the ball. And then what a great center job for the Badgers to get a goal.
Wow. And just like that, Snow College goes up 2-0.
Or was it Silva?
That was Ulysses Silva. Yeah, that was Silva with the header.
Okay. So Silva got the header, and Novelli brought it down
Yep.
the sidelines and made a great job centering it. And that was just pure effort coming down that sideline to outrun the defender. So the Badgers up quickly, 2-0.
I'm sure the coaching staff has got to be happy with the effort that they're seeing here from Snow College early on. I mean, especially with CNCC as the you could say the underdog in this game, losing the 2 previous matches. To get up early is big for Snow College to try to dash those hopes for an upset for the Spartans, but we'll see how they respond here.
Badgers again look to come up this right sideline. And now they're going to retreat back near midfield and set it up once again.
Pulver kicks it to the far side.
Good hustle over there by Acosta to save it, keep it in bounds.
That one's kicked out of bounds. We'll stay with Snow College.
On that far sideline, is that Juan Miguel? Having a hard time seeing numbers that far away. Yeah, the Spartans showing a little bit of control now. Maybe go on the attack.
They got a forward down there, but none of the Spartans followed him up, and so he was just left there all alone. And they have a player on the ground now who's hurt, and now the whistle blows. They're going to award a yellow card.
They're going to have a substitution. And who'd they call the yellow card on?
You know, I'm not sure.
That's strange.
That was
But they waited so long
Yeah.
to make that call.
The collision
I'm almost
happened.
wondering if that's against Colorado, the Spartans. Because if it would have been against the Badgers, wouldn't they have stopped that sooner? But
You would have thought
because Snow
so.
College had control of the ball, they let them continue.
You would have thought so. So we got an injury on the field, so we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back once play resumes. So here we are about to return to action, as that was Jesus Casares. He was slow to get up and walk off the field, but he was able to walk off under his own strength, and we'll get back to play here in Ephraim.
Badgers with control once again. Retreat back across midfield to set things up. But those two goals, real quick for Snow College, has kind of taken some of the wind out of the sails of the Spartans.
Yeah, I think that would take it out for just about any team, as the first 2 goals scored within the first 5 minutes of play.
Novelli again with some control and then taps it back. Badgers working kind of slowly here on this possession. Now they drop it in.
Long shot. That was Austin Pulver, the defender, just booting it from close to midfield, going for it all.
I'm not sure if he was trying to go for the goal there on a nice high lob or if he was trying to set it up for a header on that sideline, but either way it went a little bit too long and a little wide as well. That's one of the real differences I noticed, Jacob, in men's and women's soccer. They change ends of the field very quickly with those long kicks.
Mm-hmm. That was Luis Lopez, the keeper for Colorado Northwestern, who booted it over into Badger territory. But here comes Snow College, looking to run the other way. Good defense by the Spartans and getting back and resetting, forcing Snow to reset their offense.
So it'll be a side throw in for the Spartans. And they switch it up. Jonathan Marroquin to throw it in. Spartans have got some players from all over. Marroquin from California. Several players from Texas.
Aguilar up ahead to Harris, but Harris can't keep possession, stolen away by Lopez, Raul Lopez for the Spartans.
Almost stolen back by the Badgers. Good pressure over there by Silva.
Forces the ball to go out of bounds. Thrown back in for the Spartans. Here they are running the other way. Can they find the open man? They retain the possession, but Tanner Browning heads it out.
Oh, nice play that time.
Kicked away by Aguilar there.
Aguilar, yeah. Aguilar showed great ball control there to kind of flip it up in the air to himself and then kick it back over his head.
Badgers trying to reset here on the near side of the field.
A lot of contact there, but the Spartans control it. Now they turn it back over. And the Badgers will come back this other way.
Here they are running the other way.
That was Silva on that far side with a lot of control. Right in the middle is Aguilar, but he loses it.
Yeah, he's trying to feed it up to Harris. Not able to get it to him before CNCC stepped in the other way as Lopez boots it to the other side of the field. Trevor Browning back there for Snow College playing defense, able to stop that. Is Aguilar wanted Harris once again. That was a contact, but still no foul.
The Badgers now get it and can't control it again. I was going to say on that last play, Raul Lopez for Colorado Northwestern did a good job of hitting that ball out as the Badgers tried to get it in the middle.
So it goes out of bounds, throw in for the Spartans.
Badgers come up with the steal. Shot attempted by Garrett King for the Badgers.
Now it's Novelli with the shot, and he's wide left.
Spartan's going to go with a substitution, and I think it's going to be Jesus Casares coming back in. Doesn't look like the Spartans have a lot of options.
Yeah, they.
I think they've only got one on the bench, don't they, over there?
That's what it looks like.
That's suited up to play.
It was more than the women's team had earlier today. They didn't have any substitutions.
Didn't they play shorthanded for the second half?
They had a couple players go down to injury and had to play shorthanded.
But actually, the Badgers pulled a player too, didn't they?
Yeah, so they played even with them. You like to see a classy move like that.
Yeah.
Browning steps in. But it goes right back to the Spartans.
Spartans dump it in, but
Justin Jones comes
Jones
out.
is out there to save it.
Stepping out high into the goalie box to shut that play down as quickly as possible.
Spartans have made a couple of attempts, but they haven't really had much of a shot on goal as of yet. But they've done a good job defensively other than those 2 goals. They've stopped a lot of attempts by the Badgers.
Novelli looking for Harris up ahead, and Lopez steps out to take that offensive play and shut it down. So another good play from Luis Lopez. Juan Miguel with the ball. Novelli.
Ooh, just couldn't quite control it. Nice steal by the Badgers.
Aguilar having a lot of touches here early on in the first half. Juan Miguel, far side of the field, looks like he's got some room to work with, and he just takes the shot himself. Lopez stretching out to stop the shot.
Lopez can cover a lot of territory. I don't know how tall he is, but he looks like he can cover some ground.
Yes, he does. Showed a little bit of it right there. Novelli able to stop that from going out of bounds, so Badgers retain possession. Looking for Juan Miguel on the far side of the field.
Nice save by Miguel.
Yeah.
I thought that ball was headed out of bounds.
The defense for CNCC once again able to stop what was looking to be a sure shot for the Badgers.
Jones again comes out a long ways away from the goal just to set things up so the Badgers can start another attack.
Miguel not able to get to the ball before it rolls out of bounds. Back to the Spartans. Trevor Browning boots it out.
Spartans on an attack now. They got a one-on-one, and it's off the top of the goalpost.
It's still anyone's ball there, and
still in play. good job by the Spartans to track that down and stay on the attack. Another shot on goal. Jones again. This one goes off his hands. And he couldn't control it, but he still is able to deflect it again. What a job by Jones.
What a dangerous situation there for the Badgers, and CNCC almost capitalized a couple times. But now,
that first time, Jones came a long ways out to try to make that stop, and then he couldn't recover to get the hand on the second one.
So a break for the Badgers, but the ball is still in possession of Colorado Northwestern. And what a header from Trevor Browning.
So it'll be another corner kick for the Spartans. There's the corner kick, a header. And that's going to come out way long. The Spartans control it.
He's got a shot there, and he takes it right into the hands of Justin Jones.
That's tough for the goalie back there on those long kicks. You don't know if one of your players is going to deflect it. Somebody else might deflect it. Another long shot. This one's going to sail way over the goal. So the Badgers will get a goal kick here. Spartans showing some life there and putting some pressure on the Badgers, getting several good looks.
Yeah, and you could definitely feel a little bit of momentum shift to them and giving them some hope, knowing that they can score on this Badger defense. Down 0-2. Still early on in the second half. I think there's 25 minutes left to play till halftime. Acosta goes down hard.
If this is going to be a penalty kick for the Badgers, this will be a good opportunity here.
And it happened just outside of the penalty box. So CNCC will try to set up a defense. Create the human wall to
They got 10 yards. They've got to be off the ball here to set up the wall. Badgers going to set up an offense here, and it's going to be Gabriel Aguilar from Draper that's going to take this kick. And it's over the goal. Just a little too much air as he kicks it into the parking lot. Well, it sounds like they're going to start putting up some fence work out here at the soccer field, Jacob, and this will be the permanent home of Badger soccer.
Well, I couldn't think of much better of a spot. It's a gorgeous view of the mountains here in this park, and great place to play soccer. It's a beautiful day here in Ephraim, and an offsides is called there. So the ball will go back to the Spartans. Jones thought about coming out on that one again.
Wow.
And he thought twice there, started backing up, but still.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, found himself in a dangerous spot.
Kind of in no man's zone there. That's a tough call, whether you keep going out and try to make the play out or stay back.
Aguilar. Ball finds its way to Acosta. Back to Aguilar. Trying to set something up. He's got Novelli. And Novelli takes the shot. And Lopez able to deflect it out of bounds.
Good job by Lopez. He comes out a long ways away from the net that time. And Felipe Novelli beat him to it, but just could not get a good angle on it.
Now the corner kick for Novelli.
And it's cleared out by the Spartans.
Jose Casares, who went down earlier with a hard hit back in the game. He pushes it up ahead to Marshall Henry, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Snow College as they look to get the ball back into Spartan territory.
Badgers will have the throw in on the near sideline.
Trevor Browning gives up to Juan Miguel. Costa. And that kick sails past everyone. And out of bounds. Throw in for the Spartans.
Badgers try to run it up that right sideline again, but a good job by the Spartans to take it away for a moment. The Badgers kick it out and force a throw in on that far sideline for the Spartans. Spartans look like they had a little bit of momentum going up that time.
And it's booted right into the hands of Justin Jones. He almost lost it though.
Jones almost turns this into a fast break now as Novelli tries to get it up ahead to Xavion Harris. Center passes missed by Harris. And the Spartans clear it out.
Back to the hands of Jones. Pulver gives off to Firmino, and he goes down, collides with the Spartan. A little bit slow to get up, but he's going to shake that one off. Juan Miguel. His pass is taken by the Spartans. And this ball's booted back down to Justin Jones. Aguilar looking for Harris.
Harris gets control of it. Double team now.
Stays with Aguilar, who takes a shot, but looks like some Spartans might have deflected that one off, and it goes wide right.
Yeah, they're going to give a goal kick, though. The Badgers will back up. Badgers showing a little bit more patience, I think. I would have liked to have seen some shots on goal there when they had it towards the middle, but they looked to make that extra pass maybe.
Now back ahead to Acosta. Shook one defender. Can he shake the second?
Now he's double teamed again.
Firmino gives up to Miguel. Miguel looking for any room to work with. They're double teaming.
Now there's the center kick.
And
Spartans come up and head it out, but then a long shot is going to be taken, it looked like, by Felipe Firmino.
And that shot sails over the net. Too much air on that one, and the goalkeeper for Colorado Northwestern, Luis Lopez, will boot it back to the other side of the field. Costa heads it out of bounds, though.
Spartans with the throw in, but it's controlled by the Badgers. Here comes Firmino.
Novelli to
Nice
Harris.
give and go.
He's got some room.
And again, doesn't take the shot, tries to make that extra pass. That gave Spartans some time to recover. Now the long shot through the hands of the goalie, Luis Lopez, but he ends up controlling it.
Yeah, that was Felipe Novelli there with the shot, who almost snuck the goal through the hands of Lopez, but
I would have liked to have seen Harris take a shot there.
yeah, it looked like he had a good look at the goal, but decided to pass up the shot. So now Snow trying to find the hole in the Spartan defense, and they get some
Firmino looked like he was going to have a shot.
Back
There's
to Harris,
Harris
same
again.
area. Will he take it?
Nope. Knocked out of bounds that time by Jonathan Marroquin. And the Badgers will get a corner kick.
Novelli doing the honors for Snow College, taking this corner kick.
Ooh. Looked like Harris kicked it out. And again, a long shot off the power lines.
And back into the parking lot. "14 minutes. Where's that for? It's tough to see the scoreboard. They don't have a very big one here.
I think it is 14.
14 minutes left to play here in this first half then.
Badgers lead at 2-0.
Yeah, they got both those goals coming early there within the first
and
5
very
minutes.
quickly with, close proximity to each other as well. Since then, I almost feel like the Spartans have had more, or at least better looks
Yeah,
at the goal.
it looked like they were going to score a couple times, but the shots just off the post for the Spartans.
Spartans try to dump it in, but the Badgers get ahead on it. Now the Spartans back with it.
Novelli takes it
Novelli
away.
with a steal.
A good slide tackle there by the Spartans to get possession once again, and now they're looking for another shot. Jones comes out, and it goes off the goal.
Oh my goodness.
Wow-wee.
The Badgers have dodged some bullets, and the Spartans just cannot get a break.
You know, this could easily be a tied 2-2 game, but that goalpost just is being the best defender for Snow College right now.
So far, I thought that ball was headed toward the tennis courts, and then it bounced off the
It just
off
dropped
the bar.
down,
yeah.
And I think Justin Jones thought the same thing because he wasn't didn't look very urgent in getting back there.
Well, we do have a pretty good breeze here, and it looks like it's changed directions too. Spartans on the attack again, but this time Jones able to get a hand on it. He'll reset for the Badgers. Badgers have kind of changed positions around a little bit here. Tanner Browning, who's been playing a defenseman, is now moved up to forward position for the Badgers.
Well, Tanner actually, Gary, just checked in. Tanner and Trevor Browning look very similar.
Oh, okay.
It's 9
Thank
and
you.
19.
Thank you.
And so we got Trevor on the defender and Tanner on the forward.
Okay.
And they almost got the same haircut, almost the same names. Yeah.
Badgers going to go with a corner kick here.
Costa kicking it in for Snow. Looking for Browning, and
Ooh.
I'm not sure who that went off of.
I'm not sure either. It was either the goalkeeper.
It's going to stay with Snow, so off of a CNCC player.
It was either Raul Lopez or the goalkeeper. The Badgers get another corner kick.
A little more air on it.
Oh!
That was
Header just went right over the top.
Silva, who had a goal earlier in the game, tried to get, and I think he headed in a goal earlier actually as well. Tried to get that one. But Snow still with an opportunity to score, as Acosta was looking for Tanner Browning, but miscommunication on where he was headed there on the pass.
Firmino over to the right. Regosa. The Badgers trying to attack.
Silva.
Too much air again. So Luis Lopez from Craig, Colorado, the goalkeeper for the Spartans, set to kick it back out. And that goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Spartans near midfield. Almost stolen by the Badgers and then kicked out of bounds by the Spartans. So the Badgers will get it on a side throw in.
Yeah, Regosa forcing that out of bounds kick by the Spartans as he almost took it away. Tanner Browning gives off to Novelli.
Over to
Yeah, that's Juan Miguel. Back to Miguel.
Miguel, the Chapin, trying to get it before it goes out. They cannot. What?
So,
do you even know what a Chapin is?
I do not.
He does. It's a person from Guatemala.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything bad.
All right.
Wow. A lot of contact over there and no calls now. It's dropped in.
You know, they're letting them play, these refs. It's been a pretty physical game and not many calls, so.
Jones comes out, makes a play, and quickly turns it around. The Badgers have some numbers now, and they're going to go on the attack.
Costa gives to Novelli. Novelli takes a shot, and it's deflected. I'm not sure if that was a shot or he's trying to get it up to Browning. Either way.
As hard as he kicked that, I think that was a shot.
Goes out of bounds. Snow College will throw it in. Juan Miguel with the throw in.
Miguel crosses it to Firmino.
And it will go out of bounds.
One referee called it for the Badgers and the other overruled, which was the correct call. This should be Spartans. Looked like the Badgers had an attack going well, but good defense that time by the Spartans.
Justin Jones needing to get that one out of there.
I don't think he saw the Spartan player coming up as quickly as he was.
Miguel not able to save that one from going out of bounds. Back to the Spartans. Still a 2-0 lead here for Snow College. Looks like Snow's going to have a free kick here.
Walking a little gingerly over there is Gabriel Aguilar. Looks like he's going to go out.
And he's been a huge part of this Snow College attack early on, setting these forwards up with some good shots, opening the defense up.
So checking in to take his place is going to be C.J. Sanchez from Kearney, Nebraska. Pulver passes over on the sides to Raygosa.
Ball's kicked back out. Snow resets. Trevor Browning.
Ooh, nice fake.
Costa getting past a couple. Now he gets the ball back. And Luis Lopez jumps up to shut the play down. He boots it out, and it's headed out of bounds by Austin Pulver.
Now we're down to 4 minutes left in the half.
Tanner looking to take the ball away, not able to do so.
He's putting a lot of pressure on these defenders as they try to set something up. And sometimes you take it for granted that if you kick it back that there's not going to be the pressure. But Browning has covered a lot of territory.
Now Browning with the ball, looking to make something. And kicked back out by the Spartan defense. Booted the other way. It looks like CNCC might have an opportunity here. And the shot off target. That was Jesus Cazares, who was able to shake one of the defenders. And now Acosta running the other way.
And kicked out of bounds by Raul Lopez for the Spartans. And the Badgers will have a side throw in.
Here he goes, throws it in to Novelli, who takes a shot, and he's off to the left.
And at least that one didn't sail into the parking lot like so many have here.
Yeah, so he's brought the shot down, just not able to Get it on center.
So goal kick by the Spartans out near midfield.
Down to about 2 minutes left to play here in the first half.
And it'll be a side throw in for the Spartans. That was a nifty move that time by C.J. Sanchez.
Here's CNCC. They might have some room to work with here.
And they lose it.
And Marshall Henry was looking for some help. He didn't have many teammates around him, and it was just a matter of time till he couldn't do much more with the ball. Up to Browning. Browning not quite able to get it. Great save there by Miguel Rodriguez. Able to shut that one down, because if he was able to get past Rodriguez, it looked like Browning was going to have an open shot. But now here comes Browning again. And that shot rolls into the hands of Lopez.
Again, Jones comes way out to recover the ball.
Silva.
Good defense that time by Jonathan Marroquin.
Austin Pulver able to block the kick. And rolls out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spartans. Marroquin. I'm not sure who he was passing to there. There wasn't a Spartan close by. So it goes back to Snow College. And Costa giving his offense time to reset. Out of bounds. Snow College will throw it in. And that's going to end the first half here in Ephraim, Utah. So Snow College jumps out early within the first 5 minutes, going up 2-0 and scoreless since then. And so we'll see how things pan out here on the second half. But we got a couple Badger spotlights here for you guys during halftime, and we'll be back right after those here in Ephraim, Utah.
Welcome out to Snow TV. I'm Ben Butler, and joined alongside me is Bogdan Summercorn, our Badger Spotlight of the Week, center defender for the men's soccer team. Thanks for joining us out tonight, Bogdan.
Yep.
And so, Bogdan, for all your fans out there, we just want to let them get a little bit more of an insight of who Bogdan is. And so right off the bat, our first question is, Bogdan, where are you from?
From Ukraine.
Cool, excellent, excellent. And so, Bogdan, this is the first year that Snow College has had a soccer team. And so what's that like to be a part of the first soccer team here at Snow College?
I don't know, you're creating history. It's kind of fun because you're starting a program here, and the attitude you're putting into the game, and I don't know, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. Our coach is really strict, so it actually helps to build the team stronger. And does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Makes sense. Yeah, most definitely.
I like it.
Good. And so what was the process of tryouts like? You kind of mentioned to us earlier that you weren't recruited out of high school because you tried out. What was that like trying out for the team on the competition level?
Honestly, it wasn't too hard. My friend, I was coming home from the gym, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go try out for soccer?" I was like, "Sure." I wasn't really planning on playing, and coach, I guess, liked me, and so he talked to me that next day. He's like, "You want to play for me?" And so I don't know. I just decided that summer that I'll play soccer for a year at least, and I've so far enjoyed it. So
Good.
yeah.
Good. So what's the hype of the team been like being on their first season and all, first set program here at Snow College?
We actually are doing really well for a first-year school, for a first-year team, I guess. We've beat Division II schools, and our record is actually really good right now. I don't know, but we're doing pretty good for a first-year team. We have a lot of international students, and they all come from different parts of the world, so we can work together, and I don't know, it's really interesting.
That is neat. That's really neat. Yeah, that's really cool that you're all doing really well for your first season as a program. That's really kind of hard to get your feet established as a first program, and most definitely you're all doing really well. But before we let you go, Bogdan, we want to ask you one last question. We ask all our Badger Spotlights of the week this question. And so during the season, what's your go-to food that you like to snack on throughout the season?
That's a good question. I like chocolate milk. That's one of them, and what are they called? Green peas or sweet peas. They're like, you just eat them. I don't know what they're called. The sweet peas?
Yeah, we munched on those, a lot of nutrition.
Yeah, sweet peas. I don't know, I like them. They give you a clean energy, so I just eat those. But
excellent.
yeah.
Well, folks, that's a wrap here on Snow TV. Bogdan Summercorn, our Badger Spotlight of the week. He likes sweet peas. He likes chocolate milk. And for men's soccer, he plays center defender. We'll see you next time on Snow TV. Welcome to Snow TV. I'm Ben Butler. Joined alongside me is Sydney Martindale, our Badger Spotlight of the Week. Sydney is a part of the women's volleyball team here at Snow College. Thank you so much, Sydney, for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So, Sydney, with all your fans out there, we just want to get to know, let them know who Sydney Martindale really is. And so the first question we like to ask you is, where are you from, Sydney?
Originally, Price, Utah. I lived there for about 15 years and then moved up to Arizona for a few years. And then my senior year of high school, we moved back to Heber, Utah.
Okay, so kind of just like bouncing around a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so you played high school volleyball. What was the recruitment process like from high school to here to Snow College?
Recruitment process, they always say you can never start too early. So you always want to get your game film, put a little clip together, and send them out to countless coaches anywhere. When you send out the film, you want to send out your stats along with just little things about you. And once you get that out, hopefully you and the coach can email back and forth and hopefully get the ball rolling for that.
Cool. And here you are with us tonight playing volleyball for Snow College. So what has it been like playing for the Badgers this season?
It's been great. We've been having a really great season, especially compared to last year, but we're hoping to win that championship at the end of the year.
Oh, most definitely. Every athlete's dream goal. Yeah. And so you guys have been doing a phenomenal job this season. Breaking the top 10. You're ranked 6th in the nation. So what's the hype been for the team so far, getting that national pull at 6?
Oh, it's been awesome. We've been so excited. We've been trying to climb up the ranks every week, but when Coach told us this week that we were number 6, we were super excited, but at the same time we were a little upset because we wanted to be a little higher. So we're kind of going for blood this week and next week and hoping to get in the top 5 or even higher. So
there you go. Just keep chipping it away at it. And so, Sydney, you've recently been named again for the 3rd time this season the SWAC Defensive Player of the week. What does that mean to you to be awarded that again for the third time?
It's awesome. I really appreciate it, and it's a cool accomplishment for me. But again, I don't think I would be getting that award without my team, without them pushing me every practice and the players that they are. So it goes to everybody pretty much.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Well, thank you, Sydney, for joining along with us tonight. But before we go, we'd like to ask you one last question that we ask our Badges Spotlights of the week, and that is, what is your cheat food that you go to throughout the season?
Oh, sadly, it would have to be a McDonald's McDouble, maybe a Big Mac here and there, but yeah, I'm a sucker for burgers, so.
Very good. Well, there you go, folks. She's a SWAC Defensive Player of the Week for the third time this season. Her and the women's volleyball team are ranked 6th in the nation, and she loves burgers from McDonald's. What's better than that? Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time on Snow TV.
And welcome back here on Snow TV as we get ready for the start of the second half here in Ephraim, Utah. After we saw a quick start to our first half, Snow jumping out 2-0, but then things starting to even out as things progressed. And we saw a couple scares there for Snow College, close shots where the goal was open for CNCC, but just not able to quite put it in the back of the net. So we'll see if things can change or what happens here in the second half as Snow will start off here on kickoff.
I think you see a real contrast in styles, Jacob, between these two teams. The Badgers pretty methodically take it up, work it kind of slowly, and look for that almost perfect opportunity. And the Spartans, it seems like they attack quickly. Their shots have come on almost like a breakaway, like a fast break in basketball, where they dump the ball in, get a one-on-one with the forward and the goalkeeper. But they've had some great looks, they've had some great shots, and just some real bad luck with the ball coming off the goalpost or Jones coming out and making a great save.
Snow controlling the possession here, as you said earlier, as Acosta tries to head that one in, but the ball sails up over the goal.
So it'll be a goal kick.
I mean, most of the time we're seeing Luis Lopez just boot it as far as he can to the other side of the field when given this situation. Like you said earlier, maybe hoping for that opportunity where one-on-one.
Dumped in, the Spartans trying to get to it, but good hustle that time by the Badgers' Summercorn to get back and stop it.
It's Bogdan Summercorn, who you saw earlier if you were tuned in during halftime, as he was our player spotlight of the week this week.
And here it is, that fast break for the Spartans. And the shot was taken by Matt Campos, but it goes wide. And the Badgers will get the goal kick. And it'll be Justin Jones. From Tucson, Arizona, I wonder if he's got any friends that are going to be here on Saturday playing for Pima Community College as the Badger football team is playing at home for homecoming.
And that'll be aired right here on Snow TV as well. As Snow College, the football team's looking to rebound after a tough loss to the #1 team in the nation, Arizona Western, last week.
Badgers still ranked in the top 20.
Well, that one's kicked out of bounds by Silva.
Again, the kick all the way out near midfield.
Firmino gives off to Miguel, who boots it out of bounds.
Getting set to throw it in is Dumar Perez from San Clemente, California.
Summercorn heads that one out of there. Good play by Bogdan stepping up.
And the Badgers going to turn it into some offensive attack going the other way.
Novelli looking for any room to work with. Spartans able to get a foot on it and get that one out of there, but back into Snow College's possession. Here's Firmino going past everyone. Back to Firmino, gets tripped up there and not able to capitalize. Now it's Novelli who takes the shot.
Oh, nice
Just
shot
over
by
the-
Novelli.
Just over the goal, as he had Lopez jumping and reaching for that one.
You know, we have not seen Gabriel Aguilar back after that injury he suffered in the first half. He limped off the field, but he has not been back.
Ball being just batted around between the two teams near midfield, and now finally CNCC comes out with it, and Justin Jones comes out high into the goalie box to take that ball.
Good job that time, I think, also by Summercorn to basically just body block on number 14, Jesus Casares, to keep him from getting to the ball so Jones could get it.
Some pushing going on. I think they're going to call a foul, giving Snow College a free kick here.
Badgers, after the match today, will go on the road to play Salt Lake on Saturday. Salt Lake men's team leading the conference. And the Lady Badgers, if they could pick up a win on the road at Salt Lake, would end up hosting the women's tournament.
Yeah, it'll be a tough game for the Lady Badgers, as they've yet to beat Salt Lake, but they've yet to lose to them. I think it's been ties every time the teams have met. Ball up ahead, and an offsides on Tanner Browning they're going to call. Yeah, and Salt Lake's first place in the conference, but Snow College has played them tight every time, losing by just a goal.
One goal, yep.
They lost 1-0, and then they lost, I think, 3-4 in overtime. That ball's kicked near the middle, and Lopez puts that one. Hits that one out of bounds is Browning. They were trying to find Browning there.
So the Badgers will get a corner kick.
And it's headed out of there. Bogdan Summercorn with the ball, and he takes the shot.
But he kicks it right at Lopez. Lopez shanks it out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Badgers with a throw-in. And I'm wondering how much this wind is a factor, especially when you kick it as high as he did there. Gives the wind plenty of time to have an effect on the ball. That would be hard as a goalie too, I think, on those corner kicks, how much the wind could affect it.
Juan Miguel gives off to Firmino. Now Regoza will help the offense reset. Summercorn off to Miguel. Snow looking for an opening in this defense. Just batting it around the perimeter. And there was Novelli with the shot, but that one goes wide left.
And again, it's going to be Lopez with the goal kick.
And Costa steps in front of it. And it goes out of bounds off of CNCC. Juan Miguel will throw the ball in for the Badgers. Browning with the nice play as he tried to feed Acosta, but didn't quite work out. Now it's back to the Spartans, but Summercorn kicks it right back on out.
Back to Lopez, and now Lopez kicks it up the left side. Spartans haven't had a lot of opportunities so far here in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen some good defense by the Badgers, especially by Bogdan Summercorn, who's didn't play the first half, but has come on here in the second half and played very well.
Miguel trying to get that centered, but just kicks it off the end line. And it'll be a goal kick once again for Lopez.
Miguel leaves his feet trying to kick that one, and he's still on the ground after that. And so the refs are going to blow the whistle, stop play.
Miguel jumped up in the air and tried to kick that over his back. Did a good job. But I think this is pretty hard ground.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit the ground pretty hard and slow to get up, but he's grabbing his back a little bit, but looks like he'll be all right and stay in the game. So Snow College resets.
Rigosa on that far sideline.
Gives up to Acosta. Acosta up to Browning, who's fighting for it. And still a battle. Now it's cleared by CNCC, but not for long as Firmino steps in front of the pass.
Shot along the ground a little bit wide of the net. And again, a goal kick for Lopez.
.34 minutes left to play till this game is done. Snow still leading 2-0. Acosta. Now the ball makes its way back to Silva, to CJ Wilcox. Now Silva might have a shot here, but CNCC closes quickly on them. If you don't take your shot immediately.
Yeah. CNCC does a good job of crashing with the defense and giving help.
Firmino. He takes a shot, and that one's deflected out of bounds.
I thought the Badgers were going to have substitution. Looked like CJ Sanchez went over to the bench, maybe just getting some instructions from Nuno.
Summercorn bats it out. Here comes CNCC.
Here it is. Here's the breakaway. The Badgers do a good job of recovering. CNCC still in control, though.
Novelli came up from behind, though, and able to poke the ball free.
Again,
Here's another
CNCC
opportunity.
with some control in the middle of the field.
And the shot sails
into the parking lot.
Here comes Acosta. Gets past one man, but the second man kicks it out of bounds.
Ulysses Acosta from Ogden, Utah. Showing some fancy footwork to try to work it up that left sideline.
Juan Miguel gives it up to Bogdan. Ball cleared by Pulver. Back to Snow College as Browning's got to track that ball down before it goes out of bounds, and he does. Gives it off to Wilcox. Snow looks to penetrate this defense. Miguel looking for the opening.
Oh, what a play. What a play by Miguel. Are they saying goal? I think so.
Yeah, they are saying goal. That's a goal.
Miguel did a great job of bringing that ball back into the center, and then it was headed in. Was it Silva?
No, that was Novelli with the header. Yep. So that's Novelli's first point. We got Aguilar, who had the first point of the night, and then Silva scored the second, and Novelli with the third goal.
So at the 29-minute mark, the Badgers lead it now 3-0. That seemed to be more of a little bit of a fast break kind of goal for the Badgers that time, as they took it up that left sideline, and Miguel able to cross it back into the middle.
Yeah. Make it past one of the CNCC defenders and to place the pretty pass to Novelli. So now this really puts the pressure on Colorado Northwestern as they find themselves down by 3 goals. To get on the board and bring this back within 2 goals for a chance to tie.
Badgers back on the attack again, this time setting it up.
Silva. It's up to Wilcox, and another header. This one's Acosta, but he couldn't quite find the placement on the ball as Lopez booms it back out of there. And now
injured Spartan Jesus Caceres again. And they stop play. Again, the Spartans only have 1 substitution.
he's getting up on his feet. Jesus, and we're at the 28-minute mark now. So, Jesus will stay in the game. And Snow College will look to push this lead to 4.
Badgers working on this left sideline. Now into the middle. Nice slide tackle. And CNCC on a fast break, but getting back to recover his Summercorn.
He finds Miguel. It's back out to Silva, but it's taken away temporarily by CNCC. And
then Firmino
steps right on in there to say this is our ball.
If you keep a stat on time of possession, I think the Badgers have a huge advantage on time of possession.
Browning.
But a lot more methodical in their attack.
Yes. Yes, they have. And it's paid off as they've had quite a number of shots on goal, and 3 of them going in.
Nifty footwork over there by Novelli, weaving his way through the defense. Now the Badgers back it up and reset.
Summercorn boots it left. And now CNCC running on the fast break. Miguel, though, able to step up and interfere with that play. Miguel looking for room to work the other way. He's just taking it himself.
Now passes to Acosta.
Acosta.
Wow, that was close.
That ball was kicked by number 18, Jonathan Meroguin. Almost kicked it into his own goal, though, as Lopez stepped up and saved it. Wilcox, he takes a shot. And Ragoza heads it out of bounds. So CNCC will throw it in.
Spartans with the substitution.
Browning puts some pressure on the CNCC defenders to get the ball out of there. And the whistle blown, and it's going to be a free kick here for Snow College. Bogdan just gives it up to Silva. Browning.
Double team down in the corner and loses it out of bounds.
At one point, Browning was named the conference player of the week. So he's shown to be dangerous there at the forward position. So it's understandable why CNCC will bring the double team.
Spartans with the free kick. It's going to be Miguel Rodriguez.
And he boots that almost to the goal as Justin Jones steps up and catches it and plucks it out of the air. Here's Novelli with some room to work with.
Yeah.
Gives off to Browning. Bodies collide there, and
they're going to give that back to the Spartans.
oh wow, because if that would have been called on the Spartans, that would have been a
dangerous place for a free kick.
Yeah, I think that might have been inside the box.
Nice try for the save over there by the Spartans, but it'll go out of bounds for the Badgers. Badgers going to attack quickly. And again kicked out of bounds. Jonathan Marroquin over there for the Spartans to kick it out.
Summercorn will throw it in for Snow College. They're on the far side of the field. As he finds Browning, but Browning not able to make good contact with the ball. Back out to Firmino, who takes a shot and it goes in.
What a shot by Firmino. Oh, my goodness. What a shot by Firmino. Up over the outstretched hands of Luis Lopez.
You can't get much more textbook than that.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't know if a goalie can do anything to defend that kind of shot.
No, he did all that he could. That ball was kicked high and had a curve to it, and he found just the upper corner.
So for Snow College, on those 4 points that they have, all coming from 4 different players, Firmino, Novelli, Aguilar, and Silva all getting in on the scoring.
Well, and we've seen a variety of scores, too. We've seen a header. We've seen a long-distance shot. We've seen some breakaway one-on-one against the goalie kind of kicks. A little bit of everything.
And it'll go out of bounds here to CNCC. They'll throw the ball in.
20 minutes left here in the game. Or is the technical term a match?
I think it's here in the match.
All right.
Silva boots it to the right, and it's going to roll out of bounds, giving the ball back to the Spartans.
A little too much intended over there on the sideline for C.J. Sanchez.
Austin Pulver gives it back to Jones. Right back to Pulver. A little bit dangerous there as the CNCC forwards were right there waiting to try to pluck the ball away.
Costa that time looked like he mishandled it, but now he recovers.
Costa double teamed. It's out of bounds, so now Snow College will have a corner kick.
And another Spartan down on the ground. Looks like, who is that? Hugo Snyder? Well, that's the number, but that doesn't look like who it is.
Is that number 5 that you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's Marshall Henry.
Oh, I've got Hugo Snyder as 5, but you've got him as okay. All right.
That's
what I was going to say.
Rosters
yeah.
here.
I have the incorrect roster apparently.
The corner kick goes out of bounds. Stay with Snow College.
So Marshall Henry from Steamboat Springs over on the far sideline, limping back to his bench. Another corner kick for the Badgers.
That one sails past everyone, but Wilcox tries to save it last minute, and he kicks it out of bounds. Here's CNCC.
Try to go on the fast break. The Badgers recover, and now they're going to try to set something up.
Costa taking off. Gives off to Browning. Puts it back in the middle of the field, and Lopez scoops it up and boots it out of there. Pulver right into the hands of Colorado.
Are you allowed to say that?
Colorado
No,
Northwestern.
no, into the hands of.
Into the possession.
I mean,
the
it
feet.
is soccer, right?
Yes.
I'm just joshing with you. Badger's going to have a substitution here. Looks like Luis Miguel. Or is it Xavion Harris?
It's Xavion Harris
Harris,
coming
yeah.
in.
Hope they don't kick it over the other fence because I don't think we have anybody over to recover it out of that backyard.
No, we don't.
We keep somebody down here if it goes
Down
over
here
the
in the
goal.
parking lot.
Yeah. That's something when they get the fences put up here that they might have to look at, is putting up some taller fences behind the goal. Breakaway again.
He got free, but Summercorn able to disrupt it just enough to make it go out of bounds.
So it'll be a goal kick.
Good play by Summercorn, able to get in the way of the ball. As his body was going one direction, he was able to stop his feet just enough to deflect it.
So who is the starting goaltender for the Badgers? Is it Jones or is it Walker? I know Walker is a little bit shaken up. I've seen him during the week. I think he was wearing a sling.
Well, I've seen both of them start. Today it was Jones.
But there's not a necessarily a number one goalie, or
As we look at the stat sheet, Quinn Walker, he started 3 games, and Justin Jones has started 5 games.
that's pretty close.
So I guess now this would make for Justin Jones' 6th game starting.
I guess if Walker's wearing a sling, he might be out for a little while too.
Yeah. Juan Miguel's tripped up there, and so Snow College will have a free kick. Ball back to Colorado as we're now at 13 minutes left to play here in the second half.
And for those that are just joining us, the Lady Badgers were victorious 8-0 against the Lady Spartans. Both teams will, for the Badgers, will travel to Salt Lake on Saturday. The men's team for Salt Lake is the number 1 team in the conference. And the Lady Bruins are in second place behind the Badgers.
So big games for both teams there on Saturday. And Snow College looks to have this one in hand, up by 4 goals here late in the second half. And that one rolls out of bounds. And I think the story of this game is, and as I look at the stats for each of these teams, Gary, that Colorado Northwestern averages 5 shots per game, while Snow College averages 11.5.
Wow.
And that's definitely come true here this afternoon, as Snow has had possession for most of the half. And I would say probably has gotten that 11 right around that 11-12 shots on the goal.
Yeah, I would think so. I haven't been keeping track of that, but I would guess they've had at least 12 shots on goal, if not more. Like I say, I think the Badgers are a lot more methodical too, and I think that plays into the fact that they had a lot more ball control. Spartans try to get their shots on quick transitions. Which puts pressure on the defenders, and the Badgers, because they've been controlling the ball quite a bit, they tend to bring their defenders up a little bit closer to midfield, which gives the Spartans that chance to go past them.
Lopez stops that play and now gives it up ahead, and here comes CNCC. They got their one-on-one, but great job by Austin Pulver in shutting the forwards down for CNCC. Now it's up ahead to Browning. Browning can't get to the ball in time, and that one goes over a fence into someone's backyard.
Yeah, I think there's a ditch over there too.
Nonetheless, it's in a lot of bushes right now.
Well, if they can't find it, maybe we can get ourselves a souvenir after the game.
Yeah, you're right, Gary.
I think she's going over to look for it, but she's in the wrong place.
So, luckily we got another ball here.
They got it. Jesus Casada is trying to work up that far sideline.
Back to Casares again. He takes a shot and just off. So Jones will kick this one out.
Substitution, it's going to be Marshall Henry back in. And going out is Jesus Casares. Well, that's got to be tough for Colorado too. If you've only got the one substitution, you're running around all the time. One little bump or something, you're getting tired, and it's quite a bit harder to stay up on that. Badgers haven't made a whole lot of substitutions, but they know they can.
Yeah, that definitely helps, and they have done it with the forwards especially, and now we see Trevor Browning back into the game for Snow College. I think he came in for his brother, Tanner. So Trevor's now playing forward, listed as a defender normally, and that's what he was playing earlier in the half.
Also in is Isaias Ruiz from Gunnison. He's playing one of the forward positions for the Badgers.
Here's Browning. Splits the defenders, now gives off to Wilcox, and Wilcox is tripped up and goes down hard.
Badgers get a free kick, and it's going to be Summercorn to cross it.
Boy, what a boot all the way to the other side of the field.
That looks like Mikkel Borst from Cedar City that's into the game as well on that far sideline. So starting to see a couple of Badgers that I at least have not seen on the field before.
Yeah.
Garrett King also in from Chino Valley, Arizona now, and as a defender.
Just 7 minutes left to play.
Looked like Marshall Henry trying to set up for a header that time and just missed it.
And he's slow to get up once again. Looking like he's hurting.
Might have pulled something.
Yeah.
He really took a real swing at that, I guess is the way to term it, as he tried to get his head on it on that fast break and just missed it.
So Wilcox. It's up to Ragoza now. And here's Miguel. Wow, the shot in there. It bounces off the hands of Lopez, off the back of Harris, and right back to Lopez. Marshall Henry looking for the ball, but Summercorn boots that one back out. Xavier Harris not able to corral it, so it's back to the Spartans.
Stolen away by Garrett King.
The ball goes out of bounds off of Mikael Borst.
Just under 5 minutes remaining now.
Novelli looks for Harris. And that one's batted away by Garrett King. Again, able to get in the way as they're looking for Marshall Henry.
Call penalty on Spartans.
Looks like it. So Snow kicks it towards the goal, and Lopez able to get that one. And look for a second as that long shot had a chance of going in. Marshall Henry might have a shot here, working on Summercorn. And you can definitely tell Henry's hurting as he's just not able to make a play on the ball once it got up there.
Summercorn did a good job of retreating there too. Was it Summercorn or King?
That one was Summercorn that time.
He did a good job of retreating and recovering there.
Lopez with the boot here as we now are just under 3 minutes left to play in this match. And Marshall Henry takes off running the other way. He's tripped up, and are they going to call it? Yeah, they're going to award a yellow card here to Snow College, and so we're going to have a kick here from Marshall Henry. I think the foul happened just outside of the penalty box, though. Justin Jones commanding the defense here. letting him know what he wants from them as he sets up for this goal kick. Telling his defenders to not jump and let him do the work. They take the kick. It's blocked by the wall of Badger defenders, and a shot there to the right side. Looked like it had a chance of going in, but it's just wide. And so Justin Jones will look to clear the ball. Down to 2 minutes left to play. Jones clears it out to Novelli, and then Novelli kicks it out of bounds. Well, actually, correction, it was kicked out of bounds by the CNCC player, so Snow College will now throw it in. It's a battle for the ball as Snow College tries to gain possession, and now Justin Jones comes out and says, "I got it." And he calls off Bogdan Summercorn, and so we entered into the final minute, 40 minutes left to play here in the second half. Looking like Snow College is going to come away with a 4-0 victory this afternoon, beating Colorado Northwestern Community College for the third time this season. This is the first shutout that they've posted on CNCC. And we got 10 seconds left to play here for the final ticks. CNCC might have one last shot. 1 second, they take the shot, and the buzzard sounds, and that will be it for Colorado Northwestern. So a hard-fought game, or you could say a short-handed Colorado Northwestern Community College team. They only had one substitution for this game. And so I bet you they'll be sleeping good tonight, but that will do us all up here at Snow TV as Snow comes away with the 4-0 win and a conference victory as before they head over to play Salt Lake Community College, the #1 team in the conference here this Saturday. So thank you for joining us here on Snow TV. Just a reminder for all your Snow College sports action that you can tune in to us this Saturday as Snow College football team takes on Pima Community College, and that will be right here at 1 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time here on Snow TV. Great evening.